Hey folks, Steve and Matt here, and welcome into the Truck King YouTube channel. Today we are looking at this, the 2026 Ford F-150 Lobo.
With the Whipple supercharger. So we're talking about 700 horsepower from the Ford Performance parts here today. So let's get out there and peel some tire, drive it nicely on the road.
Absolutely, let's do it. All right, let's dive into this walk around now. We have to start with the powertrain here because there is a lot going on. So this is an F-150 Lobo. It comes standard with a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 that makes 400 horsepower. Now the truck we have today has the Ford Performance Parts Whipple supercharger added to it. Now this supercharger kit, Matt, can be added to any 2021 or newer F-150 with the 5-liter V8, and we're going to talk more about how it actually performs, but we have to, right off the top, touch on how much it costs. So the raw part cost here is just over $10,000 US. Now Ford Canada told us that to get this upgrade made out the door from the dealership, so that's parts and labor, it cost them between $19,000 and $20,000 Canadian, which means that this truck, as it sits today, is about $103,000 Canadian. And I think that's sort of important context for everything else we talk about moving forward. Yeah. Now, Matt, I was curious if you could look at this engine now and just tell us, as a tech, as someone who's done some installs like this, what do you see? And sort of, just talk about the process you might go through putting something like this on an engine.
It's nice when you have factory performance parts like this because everything comes ready to go. It's, aftermarket, yeah, you're going to have compatibility, but there's always variables there. Different wiring and stuff that you have to do. Like if, for example, up here, you've got little extension harnesses that Ford has sent, which are already pre-wired with the correct plug ends, and they will literally just bypass and go into components like your throttle body there. Obviously the bolt-on capability, the extended belts and everything else that you've got for this setup, the larger intake tubing. I mean, it's simple, right? Even the programming and the steps and the instructions that come with the truck are just that much easier to do than if you were just winging it from a kit from Amazon, right? And I think the cool thing, just to talk to your point about the pricing, so that's a little steep, for some people, but the backwards compatibility of this thing back to 21. So that's if you're interested in that horsepower in that setup, you could go out and shop yourself a 2-3-year-old used truck that's in good shape and still put this on. Or if you're already an owner, here's an option. Now Ford does say in the materials that we got that if your vehicle's not necessarily in the greatest of shape, maybe this isn't for you. Right. Because if you want to take an engine that has been maybe a little mistreated its entire life and jam all that extra power into it, nearly double the horsepower, things might go pop, bang, boom. But for that guy that's interested in this, maybe wants, a color from 2 years ago or just something different.
That's just a good way to save money and still get the power.
Exactly.
Another thing I like, Matt, actually, are these stickers that they put up here too, reminding you of your maintenance. Because, of course, the other important thing here is this package comes with a warranty. But to make sure they're going to honor that warranty, you have to follow all of their directions. So it tells you what it is, and then over here it gives you your maintenance. So new spark plugs every 20,000, engine oil every 5,000 miles, the belt 25,000 miles, the supercharger oil 100,000 miles, and the air filter every 10,000 miles.
Maintenance intervals are important when it comes to high performance products like this.
Yeah, now the other thing that's important to note is 91 octane fuel only. And again, in the instructions, that's written in red lettering. It says drain all the old fuel, ! So they're real serious about that. You got to put 91 in. And finally, that is because you are getting, with this package, 700 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque, which is, like you said,
nearly double the base 5-liter.
Yeah.
So what are you getting with the Lobo package? Well, you're getting a 10-piece body kit, which includes your accents down low like these guys. You're also getting the unique lower grille, as well as the all blacked out grille, the light bar across the front right here, and it's coming around the side here. You do have your 22-inch blacked out wheels, as well as, of course, your Lobo badging up top here. MSRP on this truck is $83,000 here in Canada, and that's before the supercharger package. Coming along the side of the truck, you do get the side skirt package, which is included, like I said, with that 10-piece body ground effects kit. In the back here, you actually are getting a 2-inch lowering kit from the factory to give it that street attitude, to give the truck that kind of more sporty racing feel. And the truck is finished in argon blue metallic. You know, we think it's pretty sharp. Why don't you guys drop in the comments and let us know what you think of this color. Rounding out the equipment for the Lobo package, you are getting the dual blacked out exhaust in the back here, and you do have your hitch down low with just over 8,000 pounds of towing on this truck. Now, there's not much else going on back here because this truck, non-damp tailgate, is based on an STX. So it's a pretty base truck. There is no power in here. There's no lights. You know, this is an accessory option tonneau cover on here, but you do have a couple of hard tie down points, 4 corners. You are losing some space with the accessory tonneau cover, but pretty easy stripped down truck to start with. But the one nice thing about not having a lot of options on here is you do get a fair bit of payload. So why don't we check out that sticker here real quick. So we are looking at 1,467 pounds of payload. And again, that's because you are missing things. There's a lot of things on this truck that aren't here, and that kind of lends itself to the street truck, right? We got that much less weight, that much more power, I dare say that much more fun. But, you know, let's hop in and let's take it for a drive and see how it actually feels.
Hey everybody, listen, we got a new shipment of Giddy Up. So what's a Giddy Up? Well, this will get your butt into your tall truck or your lifted truck. And if you're not over 6 feet tall, as your kids and your wife aren't, you really need one of these. Go below to the link in the description and it'll take you right to the sales page.
All right, folks, now the fun begins. We're gonna start by putting it into sport mode, and yes, we have sport mode. Interestingly, when you put it in sport, it puts it into 4 auto automatically. So now we're in 4 auto just to make sure, I guess, you're getting maximum traction. And let's feel a launch, shall we?
All right.
I'm doing a little left foot braking here to make sure we hit hard off the line. Here we go, and launching in 3, 2,
Oh, the frame
1,
flex.
go! Oh, and it just keeps pulling.
Oh
and
my
pulling,
goodness.
and pulling. All right, Matt. I mean, it is pretty amazing off the line. Supercharged power. We're so used to turbochargers. At least I am.
Yeah.
We're in so many turbocharged vehicles. Supercharged power is so smooth, buttery smooth, and no lag. That's the beauty, right? You don't get any of that turbo lag. Again, especially with a little left foot braking there.
Yeah,
Did it ever punch?
You're preloading it there. I mean, I think I said it while you were 2-footing it there. The frame flex.
Yeah, you can
Oh
just
my God! As
feel
soon
the
as you
whole
2-footed
thing.
it, the whole truck was like, "Yeah, I'm ready." I was, holy cow, that was cool.
Yeah, and then the supercharger whine sounds cool. The V8 sounds pretty good. And I will offer the context of, we were just in the TRX recently. I do think the TRX sounds a bit better. It's just kind of, it barks a little bit more than this V8 does. But still, it does sound pretty dang good.
Yeah.
And hard to argue with that power. Power here is ridiculous, but we do have to go beyond that. And you mentioned, you know, what you get with the Lobo package earlier, which is sort of the lowered rear suspension, the tires. I gotta say that from behind the wheel, this doesn't feel like much of a different F-150. Like, the upgrades to the suspension doesn't suddenly make it, you know, a corner carver or anything like that. So my experience from back here, outside of the accelerator pedal, is basically kind of normal run-of-the-mill F-150.
It's funny because you use the word upgrade, and it's like, yes, it's lowered, but I feel like we missed the opportunity to upgrade to a more sport-tuned suspension. I mean, we were even talking about the Lobo package on the Maverick, where it got that track tuning, you know, track mode.
Yeah.
And so they did a little bit more there for that extra just oomph. So yeah, I mean, you've got this much extra power. Sure, the supercharger package comes after Lobo, but like, maybe there should be a supercharger package plus racing type suspension package that you can put together for this truck. Like, there just seems like that's a bit of a mismatch.
For sure. Yeah, no, I agree with you. As it sits, that is it. And I'm sure if you did dig into the accessories catalog, there's probably some parts there. But to your point, why isn't that a holistic package of, we're getting this crazy power, let's get some performance stuff to match? And let me also clarify, like I say, it's run-of-the-mill F-150. It's not a terrible thing because of what's going on right now. We can cruise down this road. It's quiet. It's comfortable. Suspension's soaking stuff up. So it's still a nice driving truck. And that's what I like here too. It has, you know, crazy, insane, raucous power. But if you just want to drive it sort of like calmly and as a daily, it's a nice truck.
It's mannerisms. It lends itself to being an excellent sleeper.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
If you're not too hard into it, the supercharger doesn't whine. Nobody really hears it, and then that guy cuts you off in traffic.
Yeah.
And then see you later.
Yeah, absolutely true. Driving this truck too, Matt, I just can't help but think about the Ram Rumblebee. Now, let's give Ford credit off the bat for offering this package for a while now. It's not like this is brand new. You could get this supercharger for a couple of years. So they've had these performance upgrades and packages available for a while. So full credit to Ford there. But what Ram has done with Rumblebee, and we haven't driven it yet, but I've seen it and I've spoken to the people responsible for it, that is a holistic package. They did suspension, they did brake ducting to cool the brakes better. They really took that thing to the racetrack. That is totally done.
And they gave you the option. There is the racing setup, but there is also the Rumblebee that is more just kind
Street
of on-road focused,
Good
right?
point.
With just that same mannerism. So yeah, they gave you the option. Whereas over here, like you said, unless you're willing to build it yourself.
Right, so now I guess where we're at is we need to drive the Rumblebee first of all, but second of all, we need Ford to respond because the battle of the street trucks is coming back, absolutely. Ford has a decent entrant here. It just doesn't take corners and it doesn't steer like it should, and the power is there, so that's what they need to correct. And once we're there, yeah, we're gonna have a legitimate battle of crazy good track-going pickup trucks. Now, performance aside for a second, let's zoom in on the interior. And definitely what I like about the approach to just the Lobo package is that it's built on an STX, so a base model F-150 essentially. Now it's base with a bunch of upgrades, and this truck today does have a technology package, so yes, larger screen and blind spot monitoring, things like that. So you are getting some decent features, but yeah, still just this basic steering wheel up here, cloth seats, my driver's seat is manual. Yeah, so you're definitely feeling like more of a base truck, but I like that. You know, we constantly complain about things being too expensive in the world of pickup trucks, so I like that Ford said, hey, we're putting together this Lobo package, we're going to give you a V8, we're going to make it look cool, and we're not going to charge you like it's a top of the line truck. So from that perspective, I like it, and I also don't feel like there's much missing here. Auto climate control, and that's just a me personal thing. I love auto climate control. It's always the one thing I notice in a vehicle, but at this price point, I'm not actually complaining about that. I had to point it out. So Matt, I think what it comes down to is, you know, after driving this truck, it is a nice cruising F-150. The question is that 20 grand worth it for this? Because this is what you're getting. You're not going around corners better. I should also show you this. The brakes are pretty dang good.
Yeah.
And that's a stock braking setup, but yes, it does feel good. But that's where your money is, right there. It's in straight line speed, and if that giggle is enough to make it worth it, well then I guess it is. But I don't know. What's your take on that?
I feel like it's an application for a certain person right now. You know, for obviously everybody likes to say I've got 700 horsepower, but do you like having it, or is it just you want to tell people that you have it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that guy that actually wants to race this thing, you know, knowing that you can bolt that onto the 5-liter in even older trucks is super cool. I think you can make a really interesting toy out of this, but I don't think anybody's buying this to daily it. You can, it's comfortable, but can I justify that 20 grand to just daily drive this truck? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough other benefits here yet to really say, yes, absolutely, worth every penny.
Fair. So yeah, I think what we can say confidently though is if you can afford it, it's gonna make you smile.
Every single time.
And normally I feel like we should touch on fuel economy, but it's thirsty. That's what you need to know. Don't expect to save money at the pump if you're taking
plus
this thing
putting
home.
in 91 only.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's I don't want to. You're filling this one up.
All right, Matt. Well, we're coming to the end of this one, and I think I'm just excited that we're getting street trucks back. Like, the battle of the off-road trucks has been alive and well for many years now, and we've ended up with some unbelievable off-road trucks. And the fact that we're now leaning back into street trucks is awesome. The Rumblebee lineup looks incredible. And then if you just look at this as sort of a precursor to what I know Ford can do, I'm excited because yes, we're gonna have some legitimate track monsters with beds on the back, and it's been a while since we've had that, and we've never really had it in modern times.
They've done a lot of work on this thing, and you know, I would never call it a swing and a miss. This is a great truck.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a great daily driver. It's a lot of fun to get your foot into. But yeah, there's a little polishing needed, I think, here to really compete in that market. But yeah, like you said, it's coming. GM is now the only one that's really way behind.
Let's hope they step up with something too. They just got some new V8s as well, and you know, they already got it in the Corvette making crazy power. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, folks, for now, that's the end of this video. So of course, we need to hear from you guys. So why don't you drop in the comments, let us know what you think of this F-150 Lobo and that Whipple supercharger, plus everything you've seen in this video. And as always, while you're down below, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, hit join. Hey, hit the hype button. It does help us out if you hype us up. And then come right back here to the channel and see what we're testing next. See ya.
Punch it!
Supercharger!